Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to share what a day in my life now looks like at home. A very productive day, I might add. I'll be sharing little tips and tricks along the way, and perhaps you'll be able to apply a few to your life. So every morning, my day usually starts with my kiddos climbing into my bed. This is a drastic difference than what it looked like a year ago when my alarm was going off at 4:15 in the morning for me to make it to my HR office job. Check out my life update video if you want more info on why I left my job, but let me just say it turned out to be one of the best decisions I've ever made. After some snuggles in bed with my kids, which by the way, I will forever cherish, I then make my way to the kitchen for my cup of coffee, an Americano if I'm being specific. And here's my first tip. Don't do this. Drink water first. And sometimes I listen to my advice, and sometimes I just cut straight to the coffee because it is so darn good. So the kids love cereal for breakfast. That's usually the next part of my morning, and I spend time with them at the table, asking how they slept, if they dreamt about anything, what they want to do that day. Again, it's a time that I'm just so appreciative for because there were so many years where this wasn't possible. Immediately after they're finished, I have them put their dishes in the dishwasher, and then I go right upstairs to start my work day. Okay, so I guess what kind of inspired this video, it's not to like brag and say, oh my gosh, I have the best life ever, but I really get hundreds, if not thousands of emails, messages, questions about starting a YouTube channel. And this video is not gonna be all about YouTube, but that is kind of what my day consists of. I mean, at least a portion of it. So I just thought now is the perfect time to show you a day in my life. And I know there's just so many people out there that are interested in maybe starting a channel, or maybe they already have and they want to see growth. And so I have a friend, Erica Vieira. You may know of her. She has a podcast. It's the YouTube Power Hour podcast. I have mentioned it many times. She also has a YouTube boot camp that's amazing. But long story short, we're really good friends, and I used to listen to her podcast. I mean, I still do listen to her podcast, but her podcast kind of pushed me over the edge to actually start a channel. And I remember emailing her when I had 100 subscribers. She still has the email. And I was like, I love your podcast, and I can't believe I got all the way up to 100 subscribers. And we just laugh about it now. I mean, honestly, 100 people in one room is a lot of people, okay? She has a free masterclass now. I'll have it linked down below. It's not sponsored, it's just free. It's just really good. And she offers really good tips and strategies, and she's super honest. And I just thought it would be a good time to kind of show you guys a day in my life, because if you're interested, that masterclass is available. So again, not sponsored. We just talk on the phone like all the time. I just love her, and I really think she's very smart when it comes to YouTube, and she gives me advice all the time. She's super honest. She tells it how it is. I just love that about her. So anyways, I'll have everything linked down below if you happen to be interested. If not, then this was just irrelevant for you. But anyway, I'm actually gonna get started now. Okay. So when it comes to my workday in the morning, I like to get all of my emails out of the way. There's usually quite a few that came in from the day yesterday through the night, and this can take anywhere from a half hour to over an hour. I then move on to another administrative task, which is planning out future videos and content. I have a running document of video ideas, and I'll spend time coming up with bullet points, video titles, and also thumbnails. A thumbnail is the photo that you see before you actually click on a video, and honestly, that can be more important than the video itself. If I don't have a good idea for a thumbnail, then there's a good chance I won't even film the video. I also take a look at my planner, and I write out specific bullet points of everything I want to accomplish that day and the rest of the week. And don't overwhelm yourself, but writing it out for you to visualize and actually cross off really keeps you on track, at least for me. Some people love their phones, but I really encourage an actual tangible planner. Next, I move on to actually getting ready for the day. And this is another big tip I have for everyone to be more productive. No matter what day of the week it is or what you're doing that day, get ready for the day. Without fail, you will always be more productive. Once I'm finished, I immediately feel a little more motivated started. So my next tip is to start a small load of laundry. And I know some people like to do laundry all in one day, but it just seems so much more manageable and less overwhelming when you take little bite-sized chunks and then you multitask it into your day. Once the laundry is going, we're moving on to one of the most important parts of my day, which is filming. And sometimes I look at my life and I think, wow, I just can't believe this is what I get to do, but I just love it so much. I do have several filming spaces in our house, the main one being my closet, which I actually like to call my studio. I really wouldn't have this if it weren't for my channel, but we also have a space in our basement with different colored backdrops. Once I'm ready to start filming, I make sure the lighting is good, the audio, though that's so important, and I also make sure I have my video outline with me. But other than that, I just start filming. And I start and I stop and I start and I stop. I take so many breaks and I really just kind of improvise. And I find that I'm much more entertaining and semi-humorous that way. As I go along, I think of new and creative ways to kind of present the topic, and that could be through jokes or even video editing. After a few hours of filming, I'm usually done sometime in the early afternoon, and I go up and I switch out the laundry, I eat a late lunch, I hang with the kids a bit, and sometimes if I'm really on my game, I will actually throw food into the crock pot for dinner. And then finally, I go back upstairs to my office space and I start to upload the video footage to my editor. And I know I've mentioned my editor in the past. She is just the best and totally understands exactly what I want to do with every video. I really, really recommend her editing course if you want to learn how to edit on Final Cut Pro, which is how I edited for a few years, and I will have that linked down below. It's honestly the best editing course that I've ever seen, and it's taught from a female's perspective, which is really helpful. At this point in the day, Josh is almost done working, so my goal is to just cross off as many to-dos as possible in this time frame. So this could mean posting on Instagram, maybe working on more emails, doing the 10-minute tidy that I often rave about. And by the way, that is cleaning a section of your house as fast as you possibly can for only 10 minutes. It works wonders. Sometimes I like to do meetings or phone calls in this time as well. So for example, today I actually have a meeting with YouTube. I do have a YouTube manager that meets with me every other week or so to discuss my channel, analytics, strategies, ideas, new things happening. Late afternoon is just when I tend to schedule my phone calls and meetings, just because I'm on the East Coast and most are on the West. Other days it might be a meeting with a brand to discuss a partnership. It really just varies. Okay, so this is usually just kind of where I call it a day. It's usually around 4 or 5 in the afternoon, evening. So let's go downstairs. Josh should be done working. Right now, we usually make dinner. Ooh, hello.
Hey.
Did you have a good day?
I had a great day.
Okay. So usually we take turns making dinner, and then we usually go outside with the kids. Usually between like 6 and 8 p.m. We really try to have family time, and it's just so much nicer in the summertime. We can go outside, play games, and run around, ride bikes, that kind of thing. But we're very, very unproductive during this time frame. Family is important.
Have fun.
Yes. After the kids go to bed around 8:30, I use the end of the day for whatever I might need. So this could be Netflix and chill, which would be ideal. That means I was very productive and I'm kind of rewarding myself. But maybe my day still isn't over if I still need to cross things off my list. So perhaps I need to get a video ready to post. Maybe I need to order products or items for a future video. But whatever it is, I always try to do it in the most comfy way possible, maybe with a movie on in the background. Basically, it's like I'm working, but I'm not working because I still find the whole thing fun. So tying it back to the beginning, you can always have the most productive day when you're enjoying what you do. So think about what you love and how you can expand on that. And I know it sounds so cliche and unreachable, but I'm telling you, it's not. So I hope you enjoyed this little glimpse into what a productive day in my life now looks like. And if you happen to be interested in that YouTube masterclass, again, I'll have it linked down below for you to register. I'll also have outfit details and equipment details linked down below as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.